The home run streak of consecutive games of 28 set by the New York Yankees today was completely rigged and completely scripted and is a tribute to the 2019 World Series and the Dodgers winning the title. The 28th straight game does not mean that they are going to win their 28th championship this year. All it means is that they are going to be playing in the World Series for the chance to win their 28th World Series championship. It was completely rigged, completely scripted. 28 consecutive home runs. They did so today against the Toronto Blue Jays and starting pitcher Clayton Richard. A very interesting tribute because the Dodgers have an ace pitcher named Clayton Kershaw. His name Clayton starts with a K instead of a C. The record was last set by the 2002 Texas Rangers. This happens 17 years later. It is home run that has gematria of 17. The amount of time from today's date to the start of the World Series on October the 22nd is a time span of 17 weeks. So indeed, this home run record was completely scripted today. In the time frame from today's date to the start of the World Series is a time span of 119 days. Very interesting, because the Zionist rig and scripted world of professional sports, all-seeing eye of the Illuminati, master plan, and Star David all have a gematria of 119. Now there is something else to note in the gematria calculator as well. The LA Dodgers, notice, has a gematria of 118. The time span from the date that the home run record was set to the start of the World Series, it's really interesting because tomorrow's day of June the 26th happens to be the day of Derek Jeter's birthday, and there is a tribute to Derek Jeter in this. I don't know what it is yet, but I just know that it exists. That home run has gematria of 26, and this time span from Derek Jeter's birthday to the time span of the start of the World Series just happens to be a time span of 118 days. So Derek Jeter's birthday is going to be very significant. Gematria, coding letters and words into numbers. The LA Dodgers equals 55. It is pinstripes that equals 55. And notice that Edwin Encarnacion got traded from the Toronto Blue Jays to the Yankees. And Edwin Encarnacion happened to hit a home run today as well. It is Edwin that has a gematria of 28. After the Yankees acquire him, they break the home run record against his old team, the Toronto Blue Jays. Let me show you. So we go to Edwin Encarnacion. I mean, the Yankees got him from Seattle. He was a teammate of James Paxton. But he used to play with, don't forget, he used to play with the Toronto Blue Jays. So really interesting that he used to play with Cincinnati. He used to play with Cincinnati, and then the Reds had the big trade with the Dodgers. It was all scripted because the season, it was the 150th anniversary of baseball's oldest team being founded, the Cincinnati Reds. All this is scripted. The World Series begins on the 22nd day of the year. When we go up here on the Gematrinator, I want you to notice that it's Aaron that has a gematria of 22. Aaron Hicks, Aaron Judge are both natives of California. This is why the scripted World Series is going to happen the way it is this year. Aaron Judge made his return today when the Yankees broke the record. The amount of time from his birthday to today's date is a time span of 65 days. In gematria, it is New York Yankees that equals 65. It is number of the beast that equals 66. When you include the end day, it's 66 days. When you flip 66 around, it just so happens to be Aaron Judge's number. And when you go to the scripted box score of the game, I want you to notice that Aaron Judge, in his fake injury, entered that game with 12 RBIs. So once this is done loading, let me go to the box score. It's very disappointing that it doesn't show up here right away. So once we wait on ESPN here, let me show you what's been happening with Aaron Judge here. Alrighty, so Aaron Judge had a solo home run today. I want you to see, it's hard to see, but that was Aaron Judge's 13th RBI. That's highlighted. And that is a tribute to the World Series, and the Dodgers winning the World Series in 1 out of 3 trips. It's LA that's got the gematria of 13, the 12th and the first letter. Aaron Judge's scripted home run in this game. Clayton Richard was the starting pitcher. He didn't play for the Angels, but it's interesting how the starting pitcher, Clayton Richard, Clayton equals 27, Major League Baseball equals 27. The Toronto Raptors just ended a championship drought. It's Toronto that equals 36. It's Toronto Blue Jays that wear blue like the Dodgers. It's Toronto. It's Dodgers that equal 36 in gematria. The Yankees won their 51st game today. It's the Dodgers that equals 51. Heck, it's even conspiracy that equals 51, and everything just lines up so perfectly with the record being set today. And I want you to see that during the streak, the Yankees hit a total of 51 home runs. That's according to the article. First home run since April the 20th for Aaron Judge, 1 day later. So that is exactly 66 days later. It has to do with his number 99, and then the 99 flipped around is 66. This came in the Yankees' 79th game because they remain at 28 losses today. It's champion that equals 79. Now, the Blue Jays does equal 128. It's got the 28 in the end of it. Don't let that fool you. That is a direct 28 tribute to this. Just ignore the one out in front. It seems really minor, but ends up being a really significant detail. Judge, Jays, right? J equals 36, Toronto 36. And once we scroll down here, it's Jays that has gematria 55. That happens to line up with the LA Dodgers. So all this happening, 51 home runs during the streak, the Yankees' 51st win. This has everything to do with the World Series against the Dodgers this year. But the pitching and the Dodgers in the script to win the World Series in 1 out of 3 years and end up going 1 and 3. That's the plan script today for the Yankees to break this home run record with their 51st win. Grandest conspiracy of them all. I'd be really surprised if they don't make it to the World Series. I'm going to be surprised if the Yankees win the World Series because it's supposed to be the Dodgers this year. And I'm the only neurologist on record in YouTube noting this, 51. So here it is. This is the end of the video. I will be publishing this really soon.